Hi guys, it's Angie Bell with My Fur Treasures. Okay, I'm coming around to the camera just a second. Okay. Hi guys. Okay, you guys, I'm doing a video today about eBay, about reselling, period. Okay, whether you're selling on eBay, you're selling on Poshmark, whatever. I'm doing this video, and it's going to cover when I go to the bins. The bins is the Goodwill clearance center. So the Goodwill, I think it's about every 30 days, and sometimes if they have too much, they don't even put it in the Goodwill, in the regular Goodwill. They'll send it to the Goodwill clearance center. And then the Goodwill, whatever they don't sell, I think every 30 days, something like that, they ship it over to the Goodwill clearance center. And another quick thing about that is people think that there's just junk at the Goodwill clearance center. No, no, no. For one, Goodwill is raising their prices way too high. They may do $14 for this, whatever, Calvin Klein pair of jeans, 20 bucks. Well, they can't get 20 bucks there, okay, for that, because they're at the Goodwill. Okay, so they'll take that Calvin Klein, throw it over there. Now I can pick it up for $1 at the Goodwill bins. I call it the Goodwill bins. So if I say Goodwill bins, that's the Goodwill clearance center, okay? So anyway, I want to talk about, so that's what that looks like. I want to talk about what it looks like when you go into the bins. I want to talk to you guys about how I prepare and what I bring to the bins and what I do when I'm at the bins. Because I'm sure a lot of people are like, what do you even, okay, first people are like, what are the bins? So I just explained that. And they're like, how does it all work? Okay, when you first go in there, okay, I'm going to forewarn you right now. The Goodwill clearance, the Goodwill bins, it's not pretty in there. They literally have these bins, just rows of bins, and crap is just piled in there. Okay, but it's not crap, you guys. There are so many good treasures in this crap. Okay, so I just want to let you know that it's not pretty. It's not, no, okay? And sometimes there's people in there. A lot of people just look pretty normal, but there's some, you know, people that maybe don't. But get your mindset right, okay? Because you're not there to shop at Dillard's, okay? You're there to get treasures so you can sell these things. You're good. You're trying to find gold, okay? So before I even go, this is what I do before I go. Before I go, I eat. That is one of the number one things. No, let me tell you the number one thing. Get up early so you can get there when your bins opens. Mine opens at 8 o'clock. I think they all do, but I don't know. Get there at 8. You guys, the early bird gets the worm, and it is true because I went yesterday and I didn't get there till 8:30. But still, I was still there way earlier. There was like 4 of us in there. So for an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, I got to search through everything almost by myself. There was nobody else looking at clothes. When I was looking at the shoes, there was nobody else looking at shoes. It was awesome, okay? And if you sell a lot of clothes and shoes on eBay, that's already putting you a step ahead anyway, because a lot of people don't focus on clothes and shoes. I mean, there are a lot of clothes and shoes sellers on eBay, but at the bins, a lot of people are always looking at the hard goods. So I don't have a ton of competition at the bins with clothing. Okay, so anyway, the first thing I do when I get up early, eat. Don't go there on an empty stomach, because I'll tell you what, you will you start getting a headache, you can't focus, and you can't be there as long. So eat. If you don't eat in the morning, learn something you can eat in the morning. Have take a bunch of fruit, put it in there and make up a shake or something like that, which is really good for you anyway. Find something you can have, a little bowl, small bowl of cereal, because you don't want to be hungry. You want to be able to sit there and be there for 3, 4, 5 hours, okay? Because really that's how long it takes to go through these bins. And if you have to, like I do, like you should, do a little research while you're there. Okay, now, what I bring to the bins. I bring a little, now, nothing I ever say, I don't care whatever I say, whatever any YouTuber says about how they run their eBay business or their reselling business, this is how we do it. That's how that person does it. Take what you want and leave the rest, okay? So don't, and this is the thing too, when you're running your reselling business, don't think just because you do something like this today, you're going to do it like this tomorrow. I remember there was one thing that Bruce Lee, yeah, he said, I know, Bruce Lee, you guys like, where are you going? I was watching a show about his life, la la la, with my husband. I'm not really into Bruce Lee, but my husband is, and I like wanted to be with him, so I watched it with him. But he said, be like friends, my water. Be like water, my friends. Be like water. And I'm like, that sounds kind of, you know, I don't know. I was like, okay, be like water. I go, I guess it's good to be liquid, whatever. It is great to be like water. Whether it's your resale business, whether it's your personal life, whether if you're like water, like you just like let things roll in and roll out, because all we do is jump through hoops all day long, whether it's with our families or whether it's with our company or our business or whatever. If you're like water and you can let things bounce off of you and you change with the tide, oh my gosh, how much less stress are you going to have, and how much better are you going to run your life, your business, your family life? Everything will run better. So be like water, my friends. Be willing to change at a moment's notice. If you're doing something and it's not working in eBay, look and change and go a different direction. Be like water, okay? So don't ever think that any rule when you're reselling is like the strict rule, because it's not. And I think that about life. Nothing's a strict rule. I mean, unless it's a law, like don't break laws, but nothing's a strict rule. If you need to make a change for whatever you're going through at that time. And that's a huge, huge thing, because people get so like tunnel vision, like they're not willing to change. Be willing to change. Be like water, my friends. Okay, let's move on. What I take to the bins when I go, I take a bottle of water. I know this is something simple, but I take a bottle of water. Because you get thirsty. Now, if coffee is what quenches your thirst and that works for you, take your coffee, but have a drink, because you can sit there and your throat starts getting dry in there. You start getting thirsty, and that way you have that right in your cart. Oh yeah, and grab a cart when you get in, because those carts go quickly. That way you don't have to stop. You're thirsty, you can take a drink. Your tummy's already full because you ate before you went. Okay. Now, let's suppose you're there for 3 or 4 hours and you do get hungry, or just suppose you didn't eat breakfast like I told you. Always have a little snack, okay? I got some granola bars. I keep them in this. Oh, and I take a fanny pack, okay? And I have a couple of granola bars in here. So if I am there, now what if I want to be there 5 or 6 hours? Because they got so much good stuff that's coming out, and now it is lunchtime. Now I don't have to go take a break and have lunch, okay? I can just have some snacks. The other thing I take with me is, I make my own. It's a hand sanitizer. Do whatever you want. Hand sanitizer, wipes, whatever. I make up lavender, water, and some vodka. Half vodka, half water, and lavender. Real essential oil lavender. And I make my own spray to cleanse my hands. And then I take a little baby wipe and do that. Okay? So when I need that. Also, baby wipes are nice. So if something's gooky or whatever, you can always wipe your hands up really quick and wipe up whatever needs to be wiped up. Because, you know, it's the bins. Things happen. Like yesterday I went. There was this bedspread. It was so disgusting. Like, it was just, like, it lost its backing. So, like, its down pillowy stuff was just going everywhere. It was like, okay, bins people, you guys need to come get this damn bedspread out of here and, like, this bin and get it. Oh, I'm sure they did, because they changed over the bins. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay, do I have anything? Oh. Let me put this back. Something else so important. Music and State's Place. I'll try to make sure I put her, Nicole from State's Place. State's Place is her YouTube. She told me about this. She told me about a lot of stuff. Girl, you guys got to go to State's Place. She's a wealth of knowledge. I've learned a ton of stuff from her. Love her. Hey Nicole, if she ever watches my video. I'd love it if she watched my video, but we'll see. Anyway, she says she always listens to music. So I have my little iPod here filled with some great music that I want. You guys, I didn't do it the first couple of times I went. This last time I went, I brought this. Oh my God. My experience was so much more enjoyable because I'm listening to my music, so I'm jamming out. And everyone else is kind of, you know, like, oh my God, I'm here and all these people are around me. But I'm in like my own world now. Now I got my music. I got some water when I get thirsty. And God forbid I get a little hungry, I got a snack. So now I just made my bins experience, which isn't like Dillard's you're shopping at, such a nicer experience, and that will help you to stay there longer, or as long as you need to stay there. So I'm telling you guys right now, don't make the mistake I did and go a couple of times without music. Get your music on. I also would not use my phone for my music, because you need to use your phone for your eBay research. Okay, all right. You know, let me grab my phone, because that's another thing I want to talk about. Just a second, people. Okay, I'm charging my phone, so. Okay. So what else? I just want to see what else. That's another thing I want to talk to you guys about. Your mindset while you're at the bins. Okay, you're at the bins, and you start looking at all these bins. Like, I have, when I go to, it's 2 rows of bins. But it's like a warehouse. It goes from one end of this big, huge warehouse looking thing to the end. And it looks a little overwhelming. Okay. And when I first did it, I'm like, oh Lord, don't even look at the end. Whew. But think of it like this. I am going to find treasure that I can sell and make money off of. Like, get that mindset. Like, this is exciting. Okay, right there, you just cheat. It's your mindset. Whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to get your mind right. That's the big thing. So your mindset for this is, I am excited that there's a bin from this end of the warehouse to the end because I'm going to find treasure. Awesome treasure that I can sell and make money on eBay or whatever platform you want to sell on. And you're going to find a few things for yourself. Exciting. For $1. That's another thing. Look at your bin, see what it is. Mine is, if it's over 25 pounds and over, it's $1 a pound. Now, if I can get myself to 50 pounds, which I haven't been able to buy 50 pounds, if I stay there longer, I'm sure I will. But I get really tired after 4 hours, 5 hours. But if I get 50 pounds and over, I get to 64 cents. So I want to start doing that. Like, try to get myself to stay at the bins for longer than 4 or 5 hours. Okay. Treasure. I'm just looking at my notes. 1 second, guys. Okay. So now, what I do when I'm all set, got my music in, got my cart, and I start at the clothes. Last time I did start at the shoes because there's only like the shoes. There's not as much, so I just looked over the shoes, and I'm going to talk about what I found in the shoes. Okay. I did that really quick. I only spent like 15-20 minutes because it's not that big at mine, so you can go through the shoes really quick. So I went to the shoes really quick. Plus, I got there at 8:30. Nobody's there. So then I went to the clothes. I'm the only person at the clothes bin. It was awesome. So what I do is, this is how I do it. Okay. Watch my videos, listen for brands, write them down, have a list of brands with you. I do it in alphabetical order. I set up a little sheet where I have A on this side, B, C, D, E, F, so that I have a little list. Watch Nicole State. Just look up eBay resellers. Okay, or resellers, period. But eBay resellers, and you'll find a lot of videos. And people will always be talking about these clothing brands, okay? So start learning these clothing brands. But I don't know a ton of clothing brands, and you don't have to know a ton of clothing brands when you go there. One thing I want to tell you guys to start buying, Levi jeans. There's a ton of them, and you can sell them for $10 a pop. Even with eBay fees, I charge shipping. I always charge shipping. Pretty much, unless it's something that's really expensive, like I would charge somebody $60-70, I can afford to eat the shipping. But if I'm selling something for $10, I cannot afford to eat the shipping. So $10 plus shipping. Buy Levi's all day long, even stained and holy, because people like distress. Distress is in. Okay, skinny jeans. A lot of people like skinny jeans. There's certain brands that people like. What people are wearing. Just start noticing what people are wearing. Also, brands that sell at Walmart. I just discovered this from this one guy. I'll write his name below if I can remember what it is. Jeans that sell at Walmart. They sell good. Like Faded Glory. People love Faded Glory jeans. Now, maybe you can't sell them for $20-30. You can sell them for $10. Most jeans you can sell for $10. The ones that aren't like the expensive brands. And you can sell those all day long. So every 2 pairs of jeans you sell, you're making $20. Okay. So pick up all the Levi's. Pick up all those brands like Faded Glory, whatever brands are at Target. People buy those, and you can still sell them for like $10 and make good money. You could probably profit about $8 after fees. You could probably it's like 13 to 14% is what I've learned on YouTube about between eBay fees and PayPal fees. You can still profit about $8, $7 to $8 per pair of jeans, because also you have to count on that you spent $1 on the jeans. Okay, so somewhere between $7 and $8, closer to $7, is what you'll profit after that. Plus you're charging shipping, so they're paying their own shipping. Okay, so the other thing I want to tell you is, I know like you're learning about all these brands. You're like, how do I keep them? And so what I do is I look for good fabrics, things that are made nicely, good style. So I don't, because if it looks like crap, why buy it? Now, that's not true. There are things that are ugly, like ugly sweaters, a lot of stuff that has a bunch of embroidery stuff on it, which I like, and some people think that's ugly. A bunch of rhinestones. Some people think that kind of stuff is ugly. I actually like all that, and tons of sequins and stuff. Pick up all that kind of stuff. Also, if you see things are stylish, pick them up. If you see things that are have good fabric, pick them up. Anything that looks nice, looks stylish, be picking those things up, and you'll get a good eye, especially if you're into fashion. You'll get a good eye for that. Like, there was this thing yesterday, and I saw it was a beautiful blouse. I said, that looks really like boutique. Like, it would be at a boutique, and it would be like $75 to $100. I would pay new for that. That's what I thought when I saw this. I looked at the brand. I never heard of the brand. And I looked it up. Not then. I look up everything at the end. But when I did look this up at the end, new, these all sell for, like what I said, $75 to $100. So I can sell them for $30, $40 used, pre-owned, used. So if you're already a clothing hound like me, you'll know when you see good stuff. And if you're not a clothing hound, you'll learn. You'll keep learning, like, what feels good, what looks good. Okay, so all your stuff, now you have a pile of stuff. You don't know if the brands are what sell or not always. Sometimes you'll look, I always still look at the brand every time I pick something up, because I might be like, oh, that's a good brand, so throw it in. But even if you don't know that brand, and it's a good style, good fabric, it looks good, you think people like it, throw it in your cart. Okay, so now you have a whole cart of all this stuff, okay? I've gone through both my big long bins, which taken me probably 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. And also the other thing too is about mine does it like every hour. I think every hour it seemed like they take the bins and they're on wheels. They just roll them all out, all these bins, and they take it back to the little warehouse back there. They put a bunch of stuff, fresh stuff, I think on top of the old stuff, or they take the old stuff out. I'm not sure how they do that, but a bunch of new stuff comes in on these bins. And they roll them all back. When they roll them all back, they have a blanket on top. That's how they do it at mine. Some people, they make everyone stand back or whatever. Mine, they just have a blanket. And all of the Goodwill workers are there, and they'll remove the blankets so that everybody can have a fair shot at getting stuff. So, usually within that period of time, I usually get 1 or 2 fresh bins while I'm doing all this. So, and I want to explain that part too, how that works. So when you're in there, you're like, what are people doing? Okay, where was I at? Okay, so now I went ahead and I have a big pile of stuff in my cart. Now, that's when I go over to the side and I get my phone out. Okay, this is very important. Have this charged up. That's the other thing. Full charge on your phone, because this is huge. And don't use this for your music. Have an iPod Touch or whatever the heck you want to use for your music, because you need this to check up eBay stuff. So I have an eBay app. So go to your apps and order the eBay app. It's super important. Well, you can't. I'll just hit my eBay app here. So that's what my eBay app looks like. So I can go right to my eBay app. Okay. And then I can go right at the top and search. Like right here, I have Zingara men's shoes, suede loafers. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay. And then, why did my phone turn off? Go back on. Just a second, people. Just a second. Okay. So, okay, so I'm going to do a search for that, even though I did search it yesterday anyway. Okay, these came up, the Zingara suede loafers. Okay, now this is the other thing. There's a little button right here that said refine. Hit refine. Then go down and hit sold items, because that's all you're concerned about is what's sold. Okay, this is how you're going to see what these are worth, or if they're worth keeping in your cart or not. Okay, so I just hit that on the side. Now, I'm looking for some shoes that are similar to mine, and these shoes, okay, I couldn't find hardly any that were exactly like mine, but I can find some that are, I think, kind of similar. This is another suede loafer. Okay, so let me show you. I have these right behind me. These are these Zingara suede loafers, okay? At Goodwill, they wanted them from $7.99. Got them for $1 yesterday. Look how nice a condition these are in. Hardly worn. Now, these ones right here sold for $40. Okay? Hopefully you guys are seeing that. Okay? Oh, gosh darn it. My stupid phone, man. Oh. Okay, those are sold for $39.99 plus shipping. Oh, they had free shipping on theirs. Okay. Alright. Now, I'm going to go back to Refined again and take off the sold items, because there is another pair that are exactly like mine. They haven't sold yet, but they're also going for $34. Okay? And those are exactly like mine. So I'm getting a range. I could probably sell those around $30, $34. I'm going to start them at $34.95, best offer. Okay, and I spent $1 on them. I'm willing to take $25 for these shoes. I'm willing to take $20 for them. I mean, I really want somewhere around $35, but the reason I say that is because I spent $1, so I'm good, okay? I probably will charge shipping because, I'm willing to go down on those shoes. So anyway, if I was going to sell those around $100, I would do free shipping, of course. So I just showed you guys how to do it. The other thing is, this is what I do. Okay, oh, that's the other thing I wanted to tell you guys. Okay, you're there. So the thing I started doing yesterday is, okay, go ahead and click on it. Okay, so I clicked on it. Now, I want to do, they have a sell similar. I'm going to show you guys that right now. Or it says sell one like this. Okay, right there it says sell one like this. So you push sell one like this. And all this comes up. This, now your listing has started. It started if you push save for later. So you push save for later, which I already did, so I don't want to push it. But right there it says save for later. Your listing's already started. So now you've already priced your item. And you can save that for later. And when you do that, you're borrowing from that other person's listing. So they've already put a title in. They've already done all this work for you. Now, you could totally use their title if it's a good title and you like the way it has some good descriptive words in it. It has all the stuff you need in it. And also, I mean, a lot of basic stuff is already done. So when you get to listing that item, all you do is pictures and just change up the listing a little bit, your price and a few other things. But they've done half your work for you. Huge, huge thing. Okay, so then what I do is usually Goodwill will have like a little tag on the item. This one didn't have a Goodwill tag. Like the shoes didn't have tags. They just were put together. So I have always a pen with me when I'm in there and a little piece of paper. And I'm going to start taking tape so that I can just tape it onto the item. But if they have a Goodwill tag, I just tape the Goodwill tag. In this case, they didn't have a good tag, so I took a piece of paper and I wrote $34 on it. Okay? So now I know what these are worth. It's on the Goodwill tag or on a piece of paper on there. I might start bringing some masking tape so I can just tape that on there if there's not like a Goodwill tag on there. Because now I've also just priced the item, okay? And so look how much stuff I've already done in the store. Huge. And this, okay, I bought, I think probably 40 things because I spent $40 a pound. I probably bought around 40. Well, some things are less. I bought around 40, 50 items yesterday, something like that. Anyway, it only took me an hour to go through. And that seems like it takes you too long. Like, oh my God, Angela, I don't want to sit there and go in the store, go to the corner, and waste all this time looking the items up. For one, look what you just did. You've already created your listing. You've priced the item. You've written the price down on the item. And most importantly, you know if it's worth buying the damn item or not. What's the use of spending your buck if it's not even worth buying because it's not even selling or it's not a good seller? Okay, you're wasting money. So it took me 1 hour to price out $40 worth of stuff. And look also what I did. I also started the listing already. I discovered that yesterday. I was so excited. I had never done that where I started the listing. I'm like, why, if I'm looking this up to see how much it's worth, why am I not pushing save for later so my listing is started? Duh. So that was awesome. Let me look at my camera real quick and see what my time is on. My camera likes to turn off. Okay, so let me come back around. Try to get my camera likes to turn off. We're almost done here. I just thought this would be a really good video, very informational about how I prepare for the bins, what to expect when you go to the bins, what you can get accomplished at the bins, things to look for, how to do some research at the bins. Let me just make sure there's nothing else that I wanted to tell you. I think I explained everything. Okay, just to kind of overview some main things. Go early. Huge, because now you're the only one. You and 3 other people are there if you go at 8 o'clock, right when they open. Bring water or your coffee. You need something to quench your thirst. Have a little snack in case you want to stay 5 or 6 hours. You want to stay over 4 hours and it's lunchtime. Or you forgot to eat. Have the right mindset. When you see all those long bins, think, treasure, there's going to be treasure in there. Now, when you have to sit there for another hour and now you have to go through all your stuff to see if it's worth selling on eBay, if that brand is, think of it like this. Like, oh, how exciting. I'm going to see how much money I'm going to make. You know how excited I was yesterday to find out about these shoes? These Zendara shoes. I was like, I spent $1 and I can sell these for like $30, $35. Awesome. Okay. And the save for later. Make sure that when you've looked at the item, you found your item on eBay already, push the save for later button. Because if you do that, then your listing's already started for you and half your work is done. One other thing, when you're going there to do your research, when you're going there to find out like how much your item is worth, make sure you hit on the side. You're going to see, scroll down, and the most important button to choose when you're going to see how much and how much it's worth and if you should sell this item or not, is push the completed listings. That's a huge button because that's going to tell you what has actually sold. Okay. Who gives a crap about what's selling? You need to know what is actually sold. So you can know if this item is selling every day or how much, like often or not, and how much it was actually selling for. Okay, so you have like your little range in there. Okay, you guys, I think that is it. I think that is it for this video. We're good. Okay, you guys, I hope you guys learned a lot. I will leave State's Place and that other guy I learned about making sure I buy jeans. And there's another guy about shoes, and Nicole State did an interview. It was awesome. I'll try to link all that stuff below this video, okay? Or at least all those names below this video so that you guys can go search them out. And that's one other thing I want to tell you guys is don't just watch my channel about reselling or reselling on eBay. Watch tons of different people because you're going to be able to cherry pick from this person, that person, and come up with your own style. A lot of girls really quick are on this channel are crafters because that's what I do is mostly crafting videos. Well, now it's going to be eBay videos and crafting videos. But it's just like when we craft girls, we're watching all these crafting videos of like how to make a lace book. Well, we look at this person, we look at this person, we put our own little style together. Same thing. It's all the same crap, whether we're crafting or whether we're running our eBay business. You find your own style, but you find your own style by constantly learning, constantly being willing to change. Oh, and that's another number. I guess the number one thing, be like water, my friend, like Bruce Lee said. You're like, Angela, you're crazy. Last thing, I just want to show my outfit really quick. I'm gonna start. I try to do that all the time. Is show you my outfit that I'm wearing that day because I thrift everything. I try to thrift everything from garage sales, from thrift stores. I got this from a garage sale down the street from my house, and I think it's St. Anthony. Yeah, not St. Anthony. Yeah, St. Anthony, I think, the brand. Anyway, my jeans are from QVC. I tend to spend a little bit more money on my jeans, $25 a piece, because they fit me like a gem. But since I'm thrifting so many jeans now, I'm going to be able to find Levi's, different stuff. Anyway, but I wanted to show you this because I did thrift this. Hopefully you guys are seeing this. Look how nice this is. Isn't this gorgeous? I got a buck. This was not a buck. I put this on a nice pair of dark jeans because I have somewhere to go today. Let me just bend down. I don't know if you guys can make sure you guys see all this. Okay? And hopefully you guys are seeing all this. This is cool. Love this. Isn't this neat? A pair of jeans. And you got a great little outfit. So anyway, that is it, you guys. And if you have any questions, leave those below. And I'll answer the questions. If I don't answer the questions, I'll probably be doing a video. So make sure to watch out for the next video. My next video is going to be a haul video. I was at the binge yesterday. I spent $45 and I got a ton of good crap, people. Oh my God. You have to watch it. It's going to be everything. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next video.